Hey everyone, this is Jesse from DarkStormReviews.com. After putting up my top 10 movie and video game lists of 2013 write-ups a few days back, there's links in the bottom there for you to check out. I thought I'd do one final 2013 post in the form of a video. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video. And just talk about a bunch of the Blu-rays that I picked up in 2013 that came out. Some of these are new movies, some are older movies that made their Blu-ray debut in 2013. Others have been out on Blu-ray before, but they've been re-released as, in new sets, remastered, repackaged, whatever. This is not a top 10 list. I don't even know how many I'm doing. I've just grabbed a bunch of the Blu-rays that I bought. I'm going to talk about them. It's in no particular order, except for the last one, because it's big. So let's get to it.
And up first is Mario Bava's Bay of Blood, also known as Twitch of the Death Nerve. Much cooler title, I think. I first saw this back in 1990-something on VHS, when I was getting into Italian horror, like Bava, Dario Argento, Lucio Fulci, and so on. And I especially wanted to see this because when I heard how similar it was to Friday the 13th Part 2, which is my favorite Friday movie at the time. And it's still one of my favorites. The infamous scene where the two lovers get spiked with the harpoon on the bed, which is unfortunately lost forever thanks to those MPAA douchebags that forced that to be cut from the film, and that footage it's destroyed. It's gone forever. We'll never see it. Although the VHS copy on the back of the cover, there was a still shot of that scene, but it wasn't in the movie. That's as close as you got. But there's a scene very similar to that in this movie. The woman's on the top instead of the bottom, so you don't have the same kind of reaction from the girl in this one. But still, it's a good scene. Very influential film. If you haven't seen it and you're a big horror fan, I definitely recommend picking this up or at least checking it out. There's a commentary track on here by author Tim Lucas, which is great. He knows a lot about this film, about Mario Bava and the genre. Really interesting stuff. Other than that, there's not much else in the way of extras. There's the original Italian version, which is of lower quality, but it's got a little bit of different stuff, not much. And then there's some trailers on there. That's pretty much it, and there's nothing else in here. But definitely worth picking up. And up next is Pacific Rim with the Shinji lithograph, if that's what you call it, kind of cover. This has a lot of good stuff on it too. Also another really good commentary track from, I'm just going to call him Del Toro because I'm not going to pronounce his first name correctly. And you got your DVD version there that you're not going to use, of course. And other than the commentary track, there's a neat feature called the Director's Notebook, which is like this digital notebook thingy where you can highlight different icons and watch different like sketches or videos behind the scenes kind of stuff. There's deleted scenes. There's only 4 deleted scenes, which to me are not really all that interesting, but overall, this is definitely worth picking up if you were a fan of the movie. Wolverine Unleashed Extended Edition, the only edition worth getting. I got this for Christmas from my wife, one of the gifts she got me. Pretty cool gift. Unfortunately, you're forced to buy the 3D version with this as well. I don't have a 3D TV. I don't care about having a 3D TV, so it kind of sucks that you're forced to buy that with this. I've already used the code, guys, so don't bother. It's also the only version that has a commentary track, which is pretty good. I enjoyed listening to it. And then the rest of the extras are on the theatrical version, like the alternate ending with the comic book costume, which unfortunately Hugh Jackman doesn't wear. I wish there was a shot of him wearing it, but there's not. And Path of the Ronin making of. So overall, it's a really good set. If you like the movie, I definitely recommend picking that up. Django Unchained. This is worth getting only if you really like the movie. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. It's pretty lacking in the special features department, though. What's there is good. I just wish there was more of it. And as usual, Tarantino doesn't do a commentary track for it, which sucks. I really wish he would do that. This edition came with a little poster, which I could have done something with by now, like frame or laminate, but I have not. There you go. There's not much else to say about this this one. Like I said, if you're a fan of the film, definitely pick it up if you can get it for a good price. Yeah. Hangover Trilogy. I picked this up for 25 bucks on Boxing Day at HMV. This is a great find for me because I didn't own any of these films on Blu-ray yet. I almost picked up the first one several times, but kept putting it off, and I'm glad I did, because now I've got all three in a nice little package with a pretty badass cover. I really like that. And you get a bonus disc with it, Wolfpack only, Hangover Retrospective. It's about 71 minutes of the cast, director, writer, looking back on all three films, especially the first one, how it changed all their lives. And some of the footage on here is also on the extras sections for the other three movies, but there's much more of it, extended and other stuff too. So if you don't own any of these already, this is a great way to own them all, if you like them all. Some people hate part 2 and 3. I like them all. They're all different. But anyway, there you go. Kick-Ass 2, which was originally going to be called Kick-Ass 2 Balls to the Wall. All the extras on here are great. Extended scenes, alternate opening, deleted scenes, the making of features. But the highlight here from you is the commentary track. You get Aaron Taylor Johnson, Chloe Moretz, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and Jeff Wadlow, the director, all in the same room. And they're just so enthusiastic about talking about this film, which just made the commentary track all the more enjoyable. Yeah. Thumbs up. Crystal Lake Memories, the complete history of Friday the 13th, which is based on the book of the same name, which I don't have and I may own eventually. As a big Friday the 13th fan, I love this. This is 2 discs. Well, you get 4 because you get it on DVD as well. But every film, including the reboot, is discussed here, and even the TV series. Altogether, this is 400 minutes, 6 hours and 40 minutes, so it is huge. If you're a fan of Friday the 13th, you gotta own this. I absolutely love this. So many people involved in making the films, actors, effects guys, directors, writers, everybody. Even Alice Cooper's in here. How awesome is that? Yeah. Evil Dead. I'm a big fan of the original movies, so I wasn't too sure if I'd like this one or not, but I ended up loving it. And the extras on here make it definitely worth owning. All the making of stuff, commentary, Bruce Campbell talking about it. Yeah. Good stuff. Groovy stuff, sorry. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey Extended Edition. This is a no-brainer. If you like the theatrical cut, you gotta own the extended edition, not just for the extra footage that's put back into the film, which isn't all that necessary, really, but it does add to the film. It does make it better. It's for the whopping amount of extras, and the cool slipcase. How nice is that? Yeah. Pretty sweet. I'm not going to go over all of it because there's just so much stuff here. But yeah, that's a must-own as far as I'm concerned. And what else we got here? Man of Steel. I did an unboxing for this actually because it came with this cool hat. Isn't that sweet? Anyway, as for the Blu-ray itself, It's got the usual Zack Snyder style commentary. Sometimes it's called maximum movie mode. I think it's called something else on this, where he watches the movie with you, and then like you'll see him beside a screen sometimes explaining something, and he'll go into something else. It's pretty neat, and it's got some other cool extras on there too. Oblivion. I would have bought this just for the movie because I love it. I think it's a great science fiction film. But there's also a whole bunch of extras on here. I haven't actually watched all of the ones on this disc yet, but it's great stuff. What I've seen of it so far. But yeah, like I said, I would have bought this just for the movie, even if it was just bare bones. Because I'm glad it's not bare bones. I'm glad there's a lot of cool stuff on it. But yeah, anyway. Rush, Clockwork Angels Tour. If you're a Rush fan, you probably already have this anyway. I have this t-shirt edition. I did an unboxing video for this too, actually, because it came with a t-shirt, blah 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 t-shirt this year. Pretty awesome. As for the Blu-ray itself, aside from the concert, which of course is awesome, there's a ton of great extras on here. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff with the three of them getting made up as those dwarves and goofing around and stuff. You know, it's great. And there's some Jay Baruchel stuff on there too, of course, as the watchmaker. Akira 25th Anniversary Edition. I have now bought this movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah. Normally when I buy a movie, rebuy a movie in a different format, edition, whatever, I sell the old one, so it's not taking up unnecessary space. But there's a few movies, Akira is one of them, where it's special to me, so I keep all of them. This is the very first English dub. Came out by Streamline Video in 1991, which I bought in 91. I think the day it came out at Silver Snail for the low price of $46.95. So it's about 23 years old, this tape. I bought when I was 16, I guess. It's pretty good shape though. Ooh, not rewound. Be kind, rewind, guys. Okay, let's get rid of this here. Now this is the second Blu-ray to come out. This is the one that came out in 2009, which is pretty bare bones. There's not really any extras on it. But it looks great, sounds great, so it was a must-buy for me. Gotta have that. But the 25th Anniversary Edition does have extras on it. Nothing new. Comes from the previous DVD releases and Laserdisc too. I never had a Laserdisc player, so I don't have it on Laserdisc. Boo. The remastered 2009 Japanese 5.1 track, which is, from my understanding, supposed to be the exact same one on here, but it's not. The 2009 release is much louder, and as awesome as it is, comparing the two, it's too loud. This one is much better. The sound on it is just incredible on the Japanese 5.1 track. Image quality between the two is almost identical. This is a teensy-weensy bit better. No window boxing. It has the proper aspect ratio as well. So even though it's very similar, image is superior on the 25th anniversary as well. So if you don't have this on Blu-ray already, you have it on DVD, or maybe you only bought it on VHS. This is absolutely the definitive edition, the one to own. You gotta get this, guys. If you like this movie, if you're a fan of it, the 25th Anniversary Edition Blu-ray is a must-have, especially for me. So, yeah. And now for the big finale, the biggest set that I bought all year in 2013, the James Dean Ultimate Collector's Edition. Comes in a really nice sturdy box here, closes magnetically, which I really like. And up at the top here, got your nice little ribbon to pull everything out nice and easy. And you got a hardcover book here. It's basically a photo book. There's not a lot to read. There's some trivia, quotes, tidbits, and stuff like that. Something you can just kind of slowly flip through while you're watching TV or a movie or whatnot. Nice to have. And what's in this envelope here is pretty cool, I think. These are inter-office communications, like memos between directors, producers about what's being shot. This is I've never seen anything quite like this in a DVD or Blu-ray set. I think that's pretty unique as far as I know. And also, sorry about that, high quality black and white photos, production photos. These are really, really nice. I was pretty impressed with the quality of the paper used for these. I'll just show you a few. Very nice stuff. And lastly, from that envelope, you get movie poster reproductions. So there we have Giant. Now it's a little hard to see the whole poster with the way I have the camera set up here. They're fairly big. You could frame them. They should look pretty nice on your wall if you do decide to get this. And this seems to eat him. Yeah, so you probably can't see that very well, but there you go. And here are the movies and documentaries. So it opens up like that. So each movie disc, excuse me, East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause. Giant has its own DVD's extra disc. There's a ton of extras on these, like Rebel Without a Cause. That was originally going to be a black and white film, and there's a bunch of deleted black and white scenes without sound on there, which is pretty interesting. And likewise, East of Eden has deleted scenes, alternate scenes, lots of stuff. The commentary track on Rebel is done by an author who wrote a book about it. It's a great commentary track. He knows everything about every scene, every detail. Very interesting stuff. I can't say the same about East of Eden's commentary track. Without going into too much detail, it's pretty boring. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that too much. Suffice to say that it was really dull and disappointing. The rest of the extras on it, though, are really good. James Dean, Scene Memories documentary, and Forever Young. Both very good. And George Stevenson's Filmmaker's Journey, which is not centered around James Dean in any way, although he's in there, of course. It's just a really good documentary about a filmmaker, whether you're familiar with George Stevens or not. So yeah, quality is really good on all of them. Giant doesn't look that great, but from what I've read, this is as good as it's ever going to look. The quality on Giant does change from scene to scene. Some scenes look fairly sharp, others are pretty soft, others are in the middle. Like I said, based on what little I've read about the restoration of the film, It's just not going to look any better than that ever. East of Eden and Rebel Without a Cause, on the other hand, look very good for movies of their age from the 50s. I don't know how much better they look than the DVDs, as I never owned them, but they do look very, very nice. So, that's about it for that set. This is the end! Yes, I'm using this as the end to end this video, because I'm just that lame. I thought it was a pretty funny movie. Lots of improvisation. The Blu-ray is definitely worth picking up, especially if you can get it for a good price. I got this for $15 on Boxing Day. Lots of great extras, gag reel, deleted scenes, making of Pineapple Express 2, the commentary track with Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen. Lots of yeah, I'm not an impressionist, but you know what I mean. Pretty funny stuff. I love Michael Cera as the cokehead, slapping Rihanna's bum bum and getting the shit slapped out of him. That was great. So yeah, this is the end. I'm Jesse from darkstormreviews.com. Thanks for watching, and see ya.